Asempa FM Sony, some 25 minutes after 2, live on 94.7. This is Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, and current affairs talk show, Ekosiisen Live on Asempa FM. Ebia, and day the kind of FD na to her 8 years, Yedase Esain Emma Wakwaba, Edoba Asempa FM. So, this is your multiple award winning late afternoon political talk show, Ekosiisen Live on Asempa FM. Osaibon Suni from Yobi, it's not to say, na Edemo from now till 6:30 p.m. My main production team, I say for putting this amazing show together. Dominic Kisi Iyaboa, Nana Chum Berema Jackson Osei in Tiamoa, Yawo Eric Opare, popularly known as DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star in Japan. They make up the production team of Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem M'Ahiasem segment no ebebrem. Remember that segment is sponsored by JB Powerplex Herbal, Cocoa Milk, Obapa Product, EcoBank Ghana, and a Rockstars Roofing Systems. Before this, no, the sounds of our time ebremo, and also Agbeve Herbal Center and Irata Motors and Eboain. Interviews are here on this show, including our one-on-one interviews, no, OMV and Sons Limited, Asa Plus Destination, Asasem Pharmaceuticals, and a CBG, or see we stand with you. The discussion segment here, the and you create that Bell Beverages, refreshing the nation, Webacol, We Care, Franco Trading, Phone Papa Pafie, Dependable Herbal, and a Imaros Limited. And if you are listening to us for the first time, ma yenamase na Monsua Mutie on any of our affiliate radio stations. Thank you. Today's radio and an AJ radio ewe jura Ochame FM will be BNE, Aseda FM was secondary Takradi Afima Radio, Ewo Koforidia, Bankam Radio, Jokwa, Adansia FM, Asante Achamagogo, Time FM, Ewo Finso, Cruise FM, Akomadan, PZ Radio, Boase, Royal FM, Wenchi, Ewiase FM, also in Wenchi, and Edaswa FM, Ewo Japekrom, Storm FM, Ewo Sunyane, Kan FM, Salaga, and Akesmi Radio. Tamale. We are live from Kokomlemle 355 Fan of Our Street. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube as well. And you can join us and let's stay interactive. Or call Facebook Asempa 94.7 FM on Facebook. Same for YouTube. Now sharing live Asempa 94.7 FM on YouTube as well. This is where Ghana listens to Omai Hene Kwabena Sante Atnase ma yenhwe na mema na kwaba na afei yemfa nkomono enhyehye so ene awie Oman boko de
oh obi nyame adom bibia ye kama pa nyame adom me de pa a qualify no if we say me yonku bia enrada ni di nkomo be 10:30 hono.
Okay.
He match be 3 and yes Eradiaton Safre no. If we continue to
Asempa FM
underestimate the role that the grace and the mercy and God plays in our life there. Say M'Ahiasem go MC can be a because so aka. Say oh sorry no pakra na wa na ohye watade but there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Say wona be bro watade. There's no guarantee.
That's true.
Wa sorry no pa. Wa she watade kama wa kwatina ohye but there is no guarantee. Even before Abe watade there's no guarantee that you come back home no nya okra watade.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Enti misre adwumade wo ho nemum unhia onyame ahoden
No.
because your hard work no na we see we dey ache there enya ni the AP but it's the opening door any chapters onyame dey ma. That's why we bet from nowhere from Adam unnim ni babia or your shebress safo within a second.
Destiny changer.
Yes. Etina, if you pim cost you nyame dako na dako cost you nyame in fiapim. So just that second. And your hard work.
Grace.
And your hard work. Contract na wunya you know. You can't be for companies how do I all the capacity to do what you are doing now. Oh, your hard work. So me person about said yeah carry your hook say nobody is really supporting the system. School amako me free Harvard na me call Lincoln na me win and back and na me father see and me say e bi no call double. But omunya baby akora nyina.
That be
Asempa FM.
Diana me pedi ota atro no a product of grace no. Me pedi because o ko suku ni made o bo homodin what we are very responsible. But no say you are successful. And that's how successful.
That be.
So in the midst of all building capacity and all those things you know, there's a grace and a mercy.
The grace factor.
There's a favor factor there. Santo swa ubetima come we are for na erenti obi be share dem abonyom sa impida obi di 1 second music and you crowd who ti no
na okọ
no room code that enti uni na onti ase a wo ne number bi basa office aje ukoye dotto bi ni ayi kikasi ani etete o techre ma so ne sa na watimi onyuma to atoni pass ma onya nti ase se ye wo tumi bi a ontete techre ma so that 2 minutes wo breni a omo pomo fa asunu a wo wiase nyina be cross kwan no onko an no obefa mako that 2 minutes na ma apostle suani ba ko da prison ye hu de ye prison o peja gate ba ko agi nipa be 1 million be peja e be bie gate e peja sa gate no of a mu pie boko na bambo 4 when 247 sa nyame no ani ye ka no wasem sa nyame no ni ye ka no wasem
and it's a powerful message. I mean, one of my favorite verses in the Bible, it's something Apostle Paul said in his letter to the people of Corinthians. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 9 going, Paul can be, and it speaks to the grace factor. And the fact that beyond that grace, no, there is also hard work. But you are choosing one
and leaving the other.
You leave the other. And yes, the grace factor is there, extremely important. And Paul said, for I an the least of the apostles. And I'm not worthy to be called an apostle. Or say, because I persecuted the church of God.
Exactly.
It only not say obey default. Obey a sorry penny. Or say, but by the grace of God,
exactly. The grace
I
factor.
am what I am.
The grace factor.
Or say, and his grace towards me was not in vain. Because I labored more abundantly than they all.
Exactly.
And grace no, or he saw the grace at work in his life. But I'll say, domino anya kwa. Because
of course.
I labored, I worked hard than them
of
all.
Course.
I'll say, yet not I, but the grace of God which was with
me. We are clear examples of the blessings and the grace and the favor of God. Because Obi had more than 25 years in the industry. More than. Obia Kosukua more than plus I joined with radio. But Obi, Senyo Nyamia Dumne Mobra, Ebika Din Krano, Yantimpuda. Let us come to that point, that realization, that understanding. So I am grace is upon everybody on this earth. Likewise, favor and mercy. But who acknowledges who didn't mean for nipa. Because there can be just one word from heavens, you'll be there.
And no, sir, beyond the grace of God, no, if you want to succeed in any field of endeavor,
capacity building,
hard work,
capacity building.
Let's
throw this to them, Christians.
The Christians.
Christopher, who cried their own time one pie say cremophore, and that could be a bomb pie.
Yes.
Every day in the midst of the Juma, so you tell so you babo, so you or born in pie in prayer, enum
every day, religiously. By your Christopher, baby,
Oh,
hide under.
my convention.
We hide under herd immunity.
Yes.
Oh, apostolic for the mobile empire.
Yeah.
Who's him saying empire?
Oh, much.
1 week.
1
week no more.
It's just a nine pie what that.
Buffet my day.
Yes, a nine pie.
Yeah.
Because a man, you're my simple man. On just yet, Esther, then you know, and pie boy, you move fun.
Yeah.
It is say, ye bunny a car. None of them feel Kumasi Ben, when Shammy and Sunny Seaman, me catch no cars are identity, nay overtake your papa and for. When you drive a papa and chobio, because you're more careful in the crowd. A honor be shooting this side by the sign. Timmy saw in your own room, so now you could have the best of kind, you know. The tire two near banner about can as well. Also, now quite the best of kind. It's a tiny primna, a Marcano, be a year from Abroconina. That be that down. Let's come to that understanding. What building the core values of citizens and our mindset.
It's true.
You are not any achiever by your own means. A certain grace, a certain
grace
mercy, a certain principle be.
And then you add the hard work. You live according to the principles, and then things will change for your man. Yeah, can't wait, you know. And some may go up, but I want us to start on this note. When him said this week, Constitution Week.
Okay.
NCCE and celebrated this week as Constitution Week. Now, one of the poster me who Enra on Facebook now free. One of the speakers the Constitution Week event and lawyer Samson Ladi and a moderate here. And lawyer Clara Kasati or a regular panelist on News 5. And after the event, no or a post to be. Or say, I took a break from my maternity leave to join Justice Puaman, Justice of the Supreme Court, Samson Ayenini, Professor Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem, and Dr. Ali Duseidu to contribute to the national discussion on the theme 3 decades of uninterrupted constitutional rule, revisiting the agenda for reform on account of the NCCE National Constitution Week. I note, among other things, that constitutions are as good. Constitutions are as good as the people who implement them.
As good as the people who implement them.
Constitutions are as good as the people who implement them. And you can have the best constitution. Say, a man for us said, the constitution is nothing. Or say, and the values with which they are implemented. Constitutions are as good as the people who implement them and the values with which they are implemented. Yes, some aspect of our constitution certainly need amendment, and we must amend them. But is amendment alone sufficient?
That's a big question.
Is amendment alone sufficient?
Because all shall implement is the key.
In end they say, but is amendment alone sufficient? What are our national values?
Wow.
That's the question of the end day. What are our national values? They talk about any constitution, no, I will see a part be free mu, I will see a say, Ube part ning in free mu and a good constitution. So a man for what said the year Jumano, I drain your papa. Nothing will change. What are our national values?
I'm interested.
That's the question that Clara
this
Kasati
question hold
at
it.
the end day.
Because a conversation to do on Kasaba Bijinaso, but a very important, relevant
extremely
question.
important.
Constitutions
are as good as the people who implement them.
There's also the challenge.
Yeah, national values.
Okay, so Obi quickly, I mean, I can't a MPP by no almost a dime be almost a vice president, you know, NDC time. No, say a waste.
Oh, dear, where you wait?
Switch back on them.
Oh, honey, your friend is switch back. Huawei office, Ernst & Young office, or CH Group office, or that area.
You know, and then me Fahona, me name what is happening. As of that time, we were talking about 14 million.
At the time, $14 million.
Yeah, I say, way outrageous. So the party then, I think, opted, said they will not be there. And the mass, former President John Mahama, who come back and forth, baby, or Tina phone. But we won't stretch on. You know,
is that a status?
I'm telling you, and as of that time, the dollar was around 4.3 or so. And there's dollar near 7 point something. So I say, structure is we have given that piece of land here, they might vice president. And Yaboka a page structure.
He said, yes, we might spend twice the amount.
That's how
but what has been the reasoning for the halt?
That's how we behave in this country. That's how we behave in this country. Oh, we power on your mind, no?
Charlie.
Wow, how the MPP
no, because initially
had cause to talk. Kasasa, waste of money. Well, outrageous, opulence, this structure there, vice president there. Kasasa. If we are not giving it to the vice president, the investment that has gone in so far.
No, because I want to know what the government position now
and
is
the
on that
area
building.
is turning into something else.
And that area, but
that's what I'm saying. The area is turning into something. But why do we continuously do this to ourselves? And we say we are paying taxes. That's our taxes, you know. This is where it ends up.
But $14 million is a lot of money.
You know, it's Obi. Me crowd here. A lot of money in Kodan channel. Yes, he come and he pankunte buoni aso train or form as of mine. That's why the implementers of the constitution are a problem.
Yeah.
It's even if I sit here to talk about changes and amendments and whatever, it can't be the entire solution to our problem. Because the over implementing only the balls because of partisan nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, which was the point?
Yeah, I get you.
It is such a structure. It's what?
And
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
And the assassins who give it to you the before.
It's what? They will come with all sorts of interpretations. All sorts of interpretations. Namikwano. And na crowd they made me name so betima verify man. Said Dominic very. Say neutrality allowance one or something that was agreed before the 2020 elections. Our Labour Commission for Kwano almost consented to this agreement.
Really?
Yeah, I'm yet to believe says sanity there. But if indeed the government of the day
I agree to that allowance.
Set terms and conditions.
Semper FM.
Nasa at this point in time there. Apart from maybe challenge them more in terms of salary disparities,
yes.
Government, you cannot continue to do this to us. Maybe close agreement can maybe him cry.
That's almost strike they are still.
Yeah. I see first time in your more, but maybe him cry.
No, but why would government beat a youth retreat?
But that's what I'm saying. That if that is the case,
if
that's
indeed
a condition.
they agree, okay.
That mokra na momu yedi we abam dada. It's a dada. It's yamra ni yenka ho asem na abem promote twemo na ase dia. If that happens to be the case, then the basis for government accepting that kind of allowance
they should let us know.
They should let us know.
What was the basis?
Yes.
Neutrality
because
allowance.
I said it's the biggest joke. As you enter that service, your mindset is to go and serve Ghana.
Absolutely.
Ghana's mindset should be that they are paying you and paying you well so that you also do what is expected of you. But look at what is happening now. See, a Timmy Crown must have discussion before a table for a minute. Are we serious? If we don't really look at the salary disparities of this country, the fight against poverty, dishonesty, vulnerability, and all those things, compromise easily, and it will be difficult for us. It will be very difficult for us. Very, very difficult for us. And Michelle, only Dominic can say, Sasan come away a course before 2020 about Tona. Emma Sabosh and buy. As a labor commission say for the dear dance podia. Government, you need to fulfill.
Yeah, government would have to come
to fulfill or explain.
And sir, before 2020,
you have to.
The same labor minister,
you have to.
Man, yeah,
you have to.
Ignatius. And the labor commission boss and so Papa.
Yeah, you know, former MP for
MP for one of those.
Yeah, Kede or is it Kede?
Yeah.
You have to. Sasana tia dia Obi, they have to explain.
Semper FM.
Because core values, you know, just like the woman is saying. At the end of my GDC, Ghana, I don't say me too much Ghana. I mean, to me, one chance to money, baby, to be in the dynamic, they be accommodated. No matter a bedroom for 40 years, I'm a crowd, mean to applaud Makoto bicycle. Now, my man, so we all go to the same market.
Yeah.
We all sit, that will be there. I think that we have a serious responsibility as journalists. One of the people who make us one year, they do choose our time story. No? Because they choose our time story.
Front page.
Yeah. If fuel prices or if what
go up by.
I need to go
up by
20%.
20%.
You know why do you do that? The content of the story says that it's not true. But look at the banner headline. That was the tone for the chaos, and the chaos is still going on. Papa be better than no media grown.
Why allergy no?
Yeah, I'm sure GRTC so I don't want me confronting you now. And I'm happy that I was so kind in the back because you can a who rather say what person to not the American times are tough. But you cannot deceive the public. You are not an authority to yourself. It's all graphic now. Times now confront to us. You have to car by 20%. You know, one story now is actually trying to say, and you know, because we say GRTCs, you know, or see, and you know, BBS are
officially BBS.
I'm deal too much.
And now there's confusion everywhere.
As a result of that kind of headline, I'm deal too much.
There's confusion everywhere.
FM.
Confusion everywhere. Because you see, the difficulty is say, and I'm not me busa GRTT for say NA tripartite committee in Ecosia. Now a basa omu agree on a new percentage. How do they communicate it? And how would that new percentage take effect? Because you see, the 20%, you know, a year again ground. And it's
yeah.
My only worry is so they say, and where you to transport operators, they say, if you want to increase, and as we make a proposal for transport fare increment, let's be honest. Let's because Enra Aboso kind for said they would furnish us with a list of new more and the price changes. You take advantage
too
of
much. Too much, Obi.
We are just taking
advantage of ourselves too much, and it doesn't help. Yeah, typical example. Rent him ram Nagana Nankasa Christ and Nidolem. Is your good to Jabis in the Odolem. More beyond for them, more be 2 years. Young boys and girls from university. A better no 30,000, 40,000, 25. When you start life in this country, a can of the shop brother say it's you're looking for ways and means to be dishonest and cut corners. Why?
And as you see, I know.
Why?
If you're a bit major, 1,000 Ghana and 2 years, this was buy was 1,005.
Was it 2000, 2001? No regulation.
Nothing.
No agency created rent control. Because home offices, a whole fee basa. You go on with it. And you may who here say no. Because home office 3x4 of it.
Confidence to approach landlord.
I knew cry. Anyhow.
Oh man, these are interesting stories. You're finding that one, but and the big story on social media. That's how come I read the post about what our national values are. The big story on social media, and then of course, Asempa FM page on Facebook, they share a video, no first. This video of a taxi driver or the OB 8,000 guy, Oba Asempa FM, your page on Facebook, your live stream, no video, no. OB 8,400 Ghana cedis, eka kamo. Ena osan ede ekoye. A taxi driver, Kwesi Akon, ewo ahomane so. Kwesi Akon, ete saying. Great. Now, why you taxi adwuma for how long?
7 years.
Why you adwuma for 7 years? Who station be ana?
Station.
Who roam around town? Okay. In the mama no ofa no he. And I wouldn't call him. Oh, Malamata to Tessie. Inti Otna back seat and I know front seat.
Oh, back seat.
And Ojan is kind of 2 seats. Oja 2 seat, this or back seat.
Down.
Oh, seat na say no. Okay. Inti a band is had who can say waja or hot time bay.
Around 12 a.m.
Ahomachi 12.
But
Oh, okay. In the Adia na o sign drive ko fie ho.
But no pass on because
it would be a bag na so kan sika ne hwe.
but that man
Well, me a bag na so kra.
but you go there can manage na me time.
Auntie who say sika na wom. Wow. Okay, and wo drive call test you what they call maame no. Enti wo de maame ni wie ye no. Omo ye wo den because you show video ni mo ase omo da wase maame ni sun ene ade.
On them I say. Let me like then you can have a back.
Na wan kasa no ehemfa na ofia wo ba akra ha.
But it's not in China.
Edena intwa
In China,
oh, in Tinanua, that's Elmina, right?
yes.
Yeah, yes. It in Fiahin,
But I'm more 37.
37 years.
That's right.
And I as the tax enough for how many years?
7 years.
For 7 years. Awara,
But I'm one.
Ewamba,
But I'm one.
Mbahin,
One.
oh, Mbai Basa. Wow. Enti, ehu, this can wo car name, and no you di home come.
But I'm needing come on.
And oka then.
Okay, let me come back. It's going to come back.
In the wo year no two for the fuck back, eh?
Then none of you
I want you what general.
Yeah.
Wow. E boy ne hu de ska wo mu no. Okrose wadwen de ya di my young fan sort here okrose wadwen a.
Oh, that is a new sweat to get edit, or they already come back.
Ewo account of ewo Facebook ah, Facebook ah. Any Facebook. But after that man for about the Facebook ah.
No, Madam Empress is posting on the Facebook.
But just say
Madam Empress, you posting on the Facebook.
I don't know post the code Facebook. Me say after that man for about that.
One, you have for Facebook. You for Facebook.
Oh, okay. Wow. Inti wo awankasa etwi taxi yenyim. Wo sikasem generally oteden eyobi a eye comfortable a.
I'm not comfortable.
Ena ehu sika dem no amfa. Wow. Wow, that's really interesting. And it taxi no oya wow da.
Dr. Daddy, you'll be
Oh, etwi mobi. Hey. Inti a day sales ahin.
Yes,
50 cedis. Na de manipa ko car owner na.
But
In the Emma car owner ni we are our accident did.
sometimes you know, sometimes you know,
Umba ni na wo school ah.
well, 2 long was school, but 1 7 months.
One was 7 months. In Umba what was school in?
What was school Johnson?
The youngsters.
Oh,
Okay. Wow. Charlie, I think for what you've done, the whole Ghana Rebo Wabado, and Oyada, or the Dawase, you've shown a very, very, very good example. Minim Ekwa Sorwain.
but I'm going to spend stores.
My anyway, Monfro, my enemy. As Ekwa Sorwain.
Pentecost, Kokumeme, I'm
Church of Pentecost.
I'm
Woko Komilemle. Oman Betie, but that's in the tea. Church of Pentecost Kokomilemle. That's a yeah. Nyametiase. That's Thomas Wayata na.
Nabi,
Okay. Oh wow. Charlie, on ayado, atu yenyim, papa. Charlie, wait there was say, yeshena, honesty should pay. Honesty should pay. Okano, what's your wow there? Why there? And no kwasola. Charlie, man, honesty, Janado Moba, honesty should pay.
Yeah.
Say, obi honest sana. There should be a reward for honesty. And if you say where your value are, we have to celebrate. And I'm hoping, say, the powers that be are listening. When there was a Church of Pentecost and Casa Crabo Nabaso. Yeah, Apostle Nyameche, General Secretary, Apostle Alexander Kumila Abi. This is something the church would have to celebrate. Na ye bonabaso. Ya also in our own small way, na ebeshe na ya jiji bibi kakra edi amount. Why? Mbojo enyima nyame ya adoma si se botum mpo abaha anke ba ha mayen ai. Hello?
Hello.
Etemenka.
Mr.
Mrs. Ewa around anke botum aba Asempa FM ha. Ye wo koklomemle ha ya. Ewa. Ile botum aba anka bra. Ai. Yeah, bra. Bra na ye njiji bibi mo. Ai. Okay, my Empress in Casa.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Empress, at the saying.
Pancho Nyamia Dumo, Namonswe.
Nyame adom. Matisa oko fi on video no na take video no.
Pancho I mean the na eba ni san don se tania ade ko ye na ebo obi a pisa. Na Ghana ya de. Na se nipa de kase be ba no de na ma me sunu kamp ho ya reho. Na me so me midwife me san aseka ka. Na me other things so come until me who ye na ka makoma na papa say no looking at the taxi me old. My main push ya je na ko viral my interest obi bitimi aboana. Na me de ma for ka na nyame ya adoma edu bibi edu no. De makoma so ade ne say na me be ya adom no be boano. Na ne no ko edie ne be ne be ko enim. Na da chi bi no so no so kai say o ya the passage na nyame de make makoma say ade say nyame be boano.
Yeah, it's true. And we'll do our best. I mean, on this show to do something. Into the good news will come later. Why? But we'll do our best. I mean, be rest assured. Say, wakasa wahedi, something good will come out of this. Why? But I said the American can. If you have time, I will be telling no Abba Hasisia. Why? Yeah, more. I'll be telling about Asempa FM CCR. Why? We are here in Tia Shemanim. Na me busa se o farmer mini wie ye no. Obi an say ametna car ne mu bio no de pon ya na.
O cha fa nipa bebre ba wo say ye nipa kasa ye take mo a ade da ke mo ina fi say we ebola na globia de na ibutu. Into ko du ye na ohun ade no fa ye no. O say o fa ye na ne pampan no nya ye na che me say ye fish no hu say mami bi fish pampan wo apron ni into obi emu hwe na ye sika no call them no born e mani na onu say mami ne de na ne ye say ompene na on face da no koma libya na nya omode ene na ma de spend say sika no
and when oba papa o
ane eno na ka makoma because ni fie kwa makoche ne bebia onye obi a wonya no I have the video with me onye obi a wonya no ho a obesina written can say
okay.
Oh
no. We'll do something. Say the can one name because already no your listeners they be brain na ka say on pese or mo donate BB edition animonyam. And it would need a number. Wahu de beje sa donations na the amano. Wahu. And if you can mo dem come on amumra sisi a why and let's raise something for him. Why? In the next 10 minutes you should be here. Why? Very well. Yeah, that's it.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem 94.7 FM. And man, we've been speaking over the last few months now about Ghanaian values.
Yeah.
And I think if there is one big example for our national values as a country, this is it.
Yeah.
Honesty should pay, and you would find honesty boldly in the values. And the values, as we've been reading, maybe I'll take the opportunity and go over it one more time. The national values of Ghana. This is contained in the National Security Strategy document for 2020, Republic of Ghana. Or say, For the purposes of this national security strategic document, Ghana's national values are grouped into 4 categories as follows: patriotism and love of country, with emphasis on independence and sovereignty, loyalty, national unity, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence. And afe, integrity, a sense of responsibility and fearless honesty, human dignity with emphasis on healthy population, inclusiveness, non-discrimination, protection of the underprivileged, protection of women and children's rights, good governance with emphasis on respect for the national constitution and the rule of law, democratic practices, discipline, integrity, transparency, and accountability, and a creation of opportunity. Sustainable development with emphasis on discipline, integrity, dignity of labor, self-reliance, free enterprise, participatory decision-making, and a healthy natural environment. Integrity.
Well,
Integrity.
this document, I think it should be good for them to really, some of these portions are very relevant, almost all the needed places like schools, hospitals, airports, harbors, I would suggest that we should think through. Presence pictures in free. These are
national values.
Yeah, because
I should see integrity.
Because we are worshipping people too much. That's why Obi, Omaya, you gold, near diamond,
yes,
near timber,
yes,
near cocoa, near bauxite, about 35 or so million people. Say nya padie we oba de change still here afibiano ye kenkan budget we are not finance minister e de e kura to nsem no afa nipa be 10 e di nachi ni akosesa de odwama so ni asaba back ni asaba di ni pacha because pacha na ye di ni chese ye never to V8
yes
ni aye uncompleted buildings
yes
any projects ni asaba mama ho allowances boom boom both traveling and whatever inter and outer so I tell you, on my nankasano, you pray my life, no? Yenya, wow. Because you pray my function is cut. That's the problem. And then Busa say, a chedian from Konya media my Oko Boasia, Hediacoso. Won't be beer show crying, say, ya bet to a former good year, so. And we've lived in this country for years.
Yes.
Why should Ghana still go a begging? Why? We've lived in this country for years. Why should Ghana go a begging? At least we are at par with certain class of people, but still, Ghana, Timikasi acquired $3 million. Ghana, a 2 year sharing with all the team. Yes, he acquired $3 million. He acquired €6 million. Ghana, so the problems that we have, no, you need black cross, a man yourself, Edidi, a man yourself, but a contraction
said the attraction
na bibia e dia manyosem ewom na o man no bekoso ye kosyoko ebesi ne eti bribia da no amanyosem a emma yentimi ntumpon amanyosem a entimi yenkonkan amanyosem de mpapa mu ba amanyosem a sei nipadin amanyosem a ebriga na ni ase no sa amanyosem ne practice eti o man no kosyoko ye no enye nasem
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Enye nasem. Uko ya pomudi hu sema bubruja. Uko ya dishi hu sema bubruja. Enye nene shasi hu. Ene kwa debi ka hu more managing sem. Ghana for man omu ahoden age bracket omu ahoden say o man no dachi no. Wo nyina no they are now running out of the country. Omu pe yesi bibi the greener pasture. Ghana if na greener than asi. But just because we are not ready to help the country grow, we are beneficiaries of the corrupt system. Everybody is running away from Ghana. Mobility to 1840. Eti Ghana who adi na kasi adi beya joma Ghana no. Yeri koma krobi sufo. No mo kro de tumpon. Ni asa aje bre. Ni asa konstrahwe. E wo mapo mudin bia. ɛwɔ baabi a kɔnstra hwɛ ankasa na yɛtua sikasa ma ɔmo sikasɛm no ɛgyina kɛse hɔ ne ɛba baka ne ɛsɛ gu nnwuma a ɛwɔ Ghana. Too much in this country.
And when him say the dishonesty of the Ghanaian, no, Augustine Himful, former Black Stars player, or say Obi, a friend of mine's fiancée left her watch in a Bolt car.
Yeah.
Called the driver and he acknowledged seeing the watch in his car.
Yeah.
But he then asked for 25% value of the original price of the watch before he returns it.
Yeah.
Till now, he hasn't returned it.
Yeah.
And this happened 3 months ago. Omantio, who watch no one the car. Nipa. And this is boat. Obi, the one and your taxi crowd because boat no your record won't be.
Then your boat no was a wine on warm and maybe see for more. The could to join you now. And you have no meaning the accuracy or minor for the trial. It won't be show such impunity.
Sir, what
such impunity?
Well, who will be watch for car? Or send the Panama 25% of the value of the watch and what the about.
You mean me to watching 24,000 euros? Now come out 10% of that.
25%.
Now we I don't know me and Trisha going chill. When you are doing this, which you know, Okono Parko station, and on the boys will share. Office why ya diama. Until say they Ghana
3 months,
and the systems are also not working. And to be abused, you be taking advantage.
But
now both driver Ben with me some passenger. I should for a moment go to join him in our no. What to be that? Everybody young care. What to be that? What to be that?
No, because that is why, Oman, I am very particular about this taxi driver story. Because, again, people should see, say, honesty pays. Mostly, no, because we celebrate wealth without looking at the source, no. Obiafri said there's honesty, but honesty indeed pays. And we have to show, say we are honest, they say akwawe, no, or the watch ne koya. There should be rewards for some of these people. Honesty should pay. Mr. Mo ni die mo the messages eba on Facebook any they say mo pese mo boa ye nua taxi driver no. This is the number, production team no number. We want to raise something and bless our brother. And we know say ye ka say no ni pim and a 80. Me pa cho number we eto ho mame. 0544 334 714 0544 334 714 kakra ubenya eme yede aboa yenuata. We want to show say that is our whole objective, that honesty pays. Honesty should count for something. Say obi eye papa say ya, the person should feel say me papa no menya reward, and our sense of humanism is being tested in the area. Let's show say honesty pays. 0544 334 714. That's the Momo number. Dominic, this is registered in your name, right? Dominic Isiyaboa, lead producer of Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem, and the registered number way 0544 334 714. And a Momo line into a mo being Kokaze Manya Domi number and the Mekofred Domi and the number in the number Bakono. It was 0544 334 714. Na ode umomo number that media, but yen ka say mon frɛ enya number was wo frɛ ye say wo moa fa boa na monfa bibi emra in the Dominic isi abo 0544 Jackson befa number ne to Facebook omo a ehwe o Facebook no 0544 334 714. And let's do something. I mean, yenu aba na ni di nkomo say no yenya car for crama yenu na anka nsehwe because the car na dada kakra and you will be there. And let's see. But I would reiterate, say, since he's a member of the Church of Pentecost, the church will have to do something to celebrate him. Inti Apostle Eric Yameche, Apostle Komi Labi, and all the big men in the church. Now let's do something to help. There are still honest men and women in our country. We have to celebrate them. Now, Manfue who say it pays to be honest. Inti boat driver crowd will be watch. Wafa will be watch. Who demanded 25%. na me put in say boat na ya mo record to. It Augustine na so we put there. Or they watching fast too. I did 3 months I won't fan koi. Wow. Okay.
No money na ya celebrate you. Tony Yabu, money na be the pele money na. O man ya chef fan. O mo si do mo si abu Ghana soke. O money na so much no matiti akoda. Because if you look at other countries, almost all the guys no.
Yeah.
Look what English soccer almost all the guys are in.
Yes.
You know, just to ensure that a Juma no moja hono, you know, we have fine brains in this country. You know, the sports ministers are not better than Kasabi brains. You know, on you're careful. Obi. Under his watch, you know, on you're careful. The catch on and yeah, he's on you're careful. You know, it's the on this also be Kasa on you're careful. So that's it.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
A Juma no say all Africa games, so we are ready.
Yeah, Africa Games.
Africa games, so we are ready.
Next year.
Next year,
August.
Well, maybe I said because me cook on side, even I'm sure you see the project be quiet. I mean, I'm wondering whether Nyambe do my August. No, be confirmed, but I'm hoping for the best for them because I know sana akwa having. So that's it. Intimacy. Yeah, Obianya up to the tax. You know, that's it. That's the teacher of mine. Obianya up to the tax. Now, I feel Obia who said, me, Shemunye, say that me Yama Ghana. When we're up to it now, Ghana lapses need challenges be no, so that we can ignore the politicians and the journalists and Ghanaians. They resort to a DDTM as a solution to the country's problem. Yeah. You know, sir, Sabi Bejim Brenachem. Say, dear DDTM, a see a year or how no coin, a chum da. So I say, media members say, we are Ghanaian, be a proud Ghanaian. Obinya, where we find ourselves, no, we are not relenting because we feel a bit better, more.
Okay, Wagadugu.
So yeah, airport on where then or busy basa. So what I say, Wagadugu wakaimam part, busy basa. And yet Chel say, young Ghana for Nankasa.
Yes.
You bet my year Magana
ye on Asempa FM.
Senya bro ananya du fudipe, ananya buapaya, ananya trimodia.
Yeah.
The Ghanaian continues to be capable of changing
Asempa
Ghana.
FM.
We shouldn't sit for someone to change. And who's going to change Ghana for us? Maya Wahua Amanoni for Juma, Etumpong at the expense of Yen. And then almost all prime lines in Ano, I am man from Kwan Ekutas Assassin. And you mark a see what Ghana in Ano, a man from Kwan Ekuta. Also, Cruise Osikabe. Oh, Buama, a one Casawa dishes what you mentioned on Monaso, Pampano, and also Aqua Boachi. It's Jessica Seven Tokwa Yakun in Andy Obi. Say Bejina Pampi, a $1 dollar, not compete any other currencies in there. And I'm meaning Yen to Sana.
The fundamentals.
Yeah. All the press conferences and whatever GIPC for here. Yeah. I'm out for the assembly.
And there's this interesting data, and where you're linked to Amanone and as a man for a free amount for frost, why boa, MMO businesses, it grow. Unim say the number of malls, Africa, as of 2018, and omo year this particular data, we tracker and a year data. Now, almost tracking number of malls, no, almost a number of malls in Africa, South Africa, there were 1,785 malls. 1,785 malls. Nigeria, there were 106. Kenya, there were 66. Egypt, there were 53. In the top 4 countries, there were malls span in here. But you see the difference between even South Africa and Nigeria. Yeah. South Africa were 1,785 malls.
Yeah.
Nigeria, there were 106. I don't know what story this data tells, but say over 75 of malls in Africa, over 75% of malls in Africa are found in South Africa. Over 75% of malls in Africa are found in South Africa. And it tells you that maybe trade a boosty or South Africa. But the real detail of this particular data and only the person and you would see say why are probably South Africa was so many malls. So the biggest retailers in Africa. Shops are into retail, no. the biggest in Africa and their countries of origin, or mind where Deloitte report and they are ranked by annual profits. The biggest retailers in Africa, number 1 is ShopRite. And ranking when it's done based on more annual profit. Number 1 is ShopRite here, a day country if it's South Africa. Number 2 is Pick and Pay. Pick and Pay is South Africa. And you don't understand why South Africa was so many malls. Number 3 is Foschini. Foschini is a South African company. Number 4 is Mr. Price. Mr. Price, South African company. Number 5 is Clicks, South African company. Top 5 retailers in Africa, biggest retailers in Africa, Omunya is South African. No wonder they have so many malls. Number 6 is True Words. True Words is a South African retail company. In the top 6 now is South African. Number 7 is Lavev and Morocco. Number 8 Choppies is Botswana. Number 9 Louise is South African. Number 10 Elad Africa, South African. What about number 11? Societe Magazine and Tunisia. Number 12, PZ Cousins, Nigeria. Number 13, Maikis, Zimbabwe. Number 14, Cephalana, Botswana. Number 15, Zambif, Zambia. Number 16, Uchumi, Kenya. It's since been closed. Number 17, AVI, South Africa. Number 18, Fernmart, South Africa, and Botswana. Number 19, and one shopper, or the last time we called South Africa, Edgars. Almost suit here, correct? So South Africa. Number 20, Rex True Form, South Africa. There is no Ghanaian retail company in here. And in the end, there was a malls springing up in Ghana. All the shops in there, South African companies. South African companies.
This is.
It is sad. Sometimes, we need to be a bit more deliberate than we are now. We need to be a bit more deliberate. Now, to invest, they should be looking at some of these areas. Now, we have to be a bit more.
But we should also not be frustrating them with all the terminology, politically exposed, and more tax, and on and all those things, and then no classified documents in this. BBI classified
on Asempa FM.
And these are the top retailers I want in Africa. 20, no Ghanaian. South African companies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 South African retail companies, and they make it into this list. No wonder they have so many malls, more than the rest of Africa, and especially ShopRite, and they're number 1. Meaning, say, they are making some really good annual profit. Now, they would do your malls, shop a man for patronize power in the malls, ShopRite. And we have to wake up. We have to wake up.
Malls no crown obi. Your malls, your mall, and there's a mall power, Malls, you cry and not cry. They are fine. I to bend them. Clearly, malls,
a mall power.
Mall power. All our Nanti are now Nanti are no
What's in Abba? What kind of shops in about 100? Abrus 150 shops. Now we where a bit more one mall of 15,000 shops. 15,000 shops.
Na Ghana for Nankasa so we say back to Ghana for Nankasa we. Okota de cry now we now the na Ghana ni crowd be show be see show for one of the biggest buffet when you was and we could eat one man in my hobby. I didn't see a buffet. Indeed, they made me condone it, and I'll bet, and that's why I'm paying for it. So, what's your friend Buffet?
Yes, buffet, American and about English. The buffet. No, buffet English.
Oh, my be mammy, we may send them for me. You're free aged. No more block we. Now, no crime makers, and I said, one of most the bad name, so
the Ghanaian person to come back.
Yeah, the Ghanaian Nankasa Pam Nipa. Ampam nipa.
Elsewhere, I'm for him.
Ampam nipa. Obi ampam nipa. It's your money yare. Every aspect of it, Biano, as I say, aside yare. Omani yare. Omani yare will be Omani every aspect of Omani. I say one panic I cannot mind to be telling Nancy. Because you know, difficult.
Yeah, and people should understand this. Okay, hey, so far, wow, CCA is here 1,500.
On
Wow.
Asempa FM.
Enti number ne 0544 334 714. That's the Momo number. 0544 334 714. Enti moa yenya mudin wa na yebebo mu nyina mudin na just to acknowledge you e be my bank transfer e de aba ene ade yebebo mu nyina mudin nyame nhira mo but chief by say Obi Edgar's got some good stuff man. Thank you. Where's Obi? Good afternoon.
You know no church adwuma nso ji wadaji bibra ehadwene.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot think that auctioneers for ona okasa mo
Yeah.
while operate to private business.
Asempa FM.
Delivery service and the meat shop,
Yeah.
you know, and as estate developer and as you can say agent in so
Yeah.
freight forwarder.
Yeah.
You know, you should also remember Christ forwarders home. The no church you know, now if in a full sober, you know, you stop fasting, and that these are some of the problems. What is I know if I say the chair, no I say me. So when you're careful.
Now fasting I won't yin am with why sir.
Mi jatu mu nyese menye mi jatu mu ntia
Okay.
ati akankasa empreme nkoto asem
Mate.
ti mi jatu mu ntia
Mate. But man, there is this message.
Ekosiisen
Chief Biden
on
said,
Asempa FM.
Kutu calling the pot black. Oman, yeah, visually impaired friend, you know.
Yeah.
Gilbert Boaten Ajare, or yeah, administrator, Ekuyapem South Municipal Assembly. I say, Obi, good afternoon. I would like to bring to your attention once again the Ayimensa Damfa Amrahia Road, which is incontrovertibly the most deplorable road in Accra. If you recall, last year around September, you interviewed the contractor who contended that because of the rains, working on the road was very cumbersome. We, the residents, thought that after the rains, he was just going to continue the work, but our expectations were in vain. Now, as we speak, the rains have commenced again, and the road has not seen just even 1 ounce of modicum of improvement, even though this same bad road precipitated for one of the biggest demonstrations in the country last year, culminating in the apprehension of the Member of Parliament for the area. Please, you and Omanhini should revert to this issue because the contractor has indubitably deceived us.
Ekosiisen on
The whole
Asempa
place
FM.
is in a mess. Gilbert Boatenaja. The last time about air, no, me man try how we are type a message on the phone.
Gilbert,
It remind you
that
that on one after the phone, I type a brofu way in the send you. Gilbert, we are too much. Gilbert Boatenaja, ewa damfa, and the way abba. Oh man, you remember that contractor?
Yeah no bejina me name ya me yonkui
Your friend is saying
MP no
MP Madina, yes. Francis Xavier
yeah.
Soso.
Yeah.
That contractor was in Unity, I was saying,
Says Xavier so
yes, you on go you.
there is Xavier so be ko na your contract the conference me I was Xavier good afternoon I was so be ko na
No, but that contractor is won't mean yes, sir.
no we have to check with the ministry e because no masesa no but say ono na da so ho after all these noise then just say na contractor crowd no modern trends their problems say is you to 250 for more but is you waka for the wedding no say jina kwanzo no say delay time you know contractor delay o jina kwanzo no say delay time you know very very bad.
It's bad. Say roads ministry moot this is something you have to look at. At least that road is extremely critical.
Pass and gardens for me in charge of
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Anna road ministry for in charge of a coin fin
median no
in run a food
yes.
It is a gin same one cry out from a Dankwa cloud on your trailer born, you know. So I say,
yeah.
from You can't say your family is here. Mekai, but a stretch, a Kufo stretch.
Okay.
Kufo hotel stretch
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
A fupusa.
No, I don't know, but I say, I'm moving on here, and I'm a catcher. Say Ghana Advertising Association. Won't any a year local assemblies, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the signboards and billboards, apart from say obstruction, and near who are then yes in Sutobrim. It is anya careful. Another you neighbor bani adiaba unyamina dema unyamina edgy. Mr. Pa, I revisit these matters, no. Equining terminal a foododo, emwa. So I say, equining terminal food. Na me fasa akwenya we so. Me mo ujumedi na baso na me mbona na bi so abaso. And now say no chimet na.
Oh, okay.
Ekika na bi. Amount for friend no misrepresentations ma mekaba. As a boche. Ye ka e utu anamon. And the minister had the response about say, "Omotua sika ni bimo."
Oh, they've
yes,
done that.
amamone. Those people who always
Third-party
misrepresent
reporters,
us with a specific interest, not even in the interest of the people they report to. They be wanted the opinion of my hey, they wanted the opinion of my Dia na usuka. Wafu any kakra bedintino. You are just destroying people's integrity and credibility. Ya kaka, you know, that young chap, no, otu anamon, and you know results aba. Ya boda bas no sa friend na kacheno. Say na na bia ya dia. Friend na kacheno.
Wow. Nanabi, national organizer hopeful.
Yeah. Said yeah, Akando Okase. Said yeah, Akando Okase. National Health Insurance agin semno. Oko boy.
Yeah.
Embassy shall trousers and she show a casino and Kokasa sanity. Oko boy, work. Turn the place around. Work. Because ranking member health, parliament, Akando, or said national health insurance, I dampai ajiegu.
Man, na sounds an issue there for human home.
No, but that gives the energy to work.
But data no ha. I was see you speaking to the data into member. But before that, no man, unim elder Amos Kevin Anan.
Oh yes, they are no. Oh yes, additional
relationship. Obi, your moral discussion is patriotically sentimental. Yeah. We grew up with Kingsway.
And you also Otrobro.
Hey, Amos Kevin are not Otrobro too much. Or see, we grew up with Kingsway. Okay, Kingsway. Kingsway, Granaway, Edum.
Kingsway, Edum.
UTC.
Food distribution.
But who owned Kingsway? A local. Ghana Media.
Local.
UTC. Now, only be a friend. You see, GB Olivant.
Yeah, GB Olivant. Now, that's how those shot. Now, GB Olivant. GB Olivant. Now, who those shot? Who named the aircraft? Where they are about? Other is Abuame. Who shot? It wouldn't win now.
Now, GB Olivant, not Ghana. Who
want me to sound my Kenya? Even Brana Ghana. A doom. Brana Mobitel or no shot.
Asempa FM.
Yeah, who kick a pocket to the pocket to the watch it, but there's no way. Appear me cash brass no be away. Yeah, no.
Now, me say GB Oliver, na Ghana need.
I'm not sure of that, but these were major stores and our system name.
And no more branches.
Yeah, they're all across.
So how did they collapse?
Well, how they be at the minim, but how no? BBB in this country. That's why Obo Ghana for you Maya from the last time, last week or last 2 weeks. No, who said Ghana for be animals? You expected that because we are our own enemies. We are, and we continue to be. MacArthur said there's a circle. If we don't break it. All those successful businessmen in this MPP era who, in quote, are politically exposed, your business will come to naught if you don't turn the scales around. Because we are politically exposed. NDC time, no, on business, Ajegu, as if someone free Zambia. How is someone free Zambia? So the businessmen, Nankasa should be one and forcibly push the agenda to the politicians that you cannot continue to deceive us. Election back. Businessman behind the political party. We are not say they only say they businessman. And you be an SMBia. No attempts to cap. No, the same story. No, I was a businessman. You have to stick your neck out and be bold because government policies are what shape the country.
Absolutely.
It's only a businessman and that's Nkoya. Say it, Ekoya. Say it. We are pretenders and cowards. We are too hypocritical. Why? Obvious no so Ekosiisen no. No matter ya dem ya meka kiro e sense ye ntimi ni no kura ma ya hunti no enti the police force na idea aye wo no Now, can I damn party by and yet the responsibility of the police officer to do it? What's news about it? What's news about a responsibility that the police officer needs to do? Oh, boss, mama, police officer, why? So why they? Sir, Pepe, that's all ye. Sir, Pepe,
the Jumano.
the Jumano no. Oh, them ran a coachwa, and what Jumano no. Or judge ni Buataya, who was also criticize that time, but yet they attempt to my judge for. Who told you, say, they be other? Who do the case cockpit and so now win and I say, now lose? Who told you that? We are bastardizing everything that we have in the name of politics, in the name of we know better or it should have gone this way.
Oh, man, some good news. In line with our claim or our point, say amnesty should pay. My friend Manasseh Azuri Awini just sent me a link to a story a while year. And you know, so we worked with Manasseh behind the scenes to get to the driver. Yeah, kind of assembly. And he say Baumia gives 20,000 Ghana cedis to taxi driver who returned missing 8,400 Ghana cedis.
Oh, wow.
That's really some.
Yeah, also catch and say Ghana cedis. Me associating myself with most of the things that he does on social media and the write-ups. No? But I could be latest one I'll say when they are in power, when you suit them, you are the best journalist.
Absolutely.
When you turn around and blah blah blah. You know, Manasseh, congrats, keep it up.
Yes.
You know, sometimes I have my disagreements, but in the name of the job, I'm not coming after you to insult her. He did something fantastic about Gabi. That Gabi would disagree, you fight with Gabi. That matter of insult and attacks. You know, it's not part of it. Because we need to disagree and agree.
Of course. We have to.
We
but how
need
will
to.
the country develop if we don't do that?
We need to. I'm no be arguing, no nyagene. And no interest say. And no crack kana ko jina baby, ojina say what can crawl my. That's the challenge. The NDC has almost set of truth. The MPP has a set of truth. That is why me and Manasseh we have an honest responsibility to ensure that these two factions, no, we don't care. Yanti said dogo be no abe. So the name callings are not what we are going to follow.
No, I know the attempted here. Maybe I hear do you attempted here now.
I'm for warning so my brow for teams. So I'm so at remind this, I touch my mind, I'm my phone. I'm out for the bobo on my normal a year come see come san. Sebi.
That's how good ratings then you must do.
But Jim Brennan need to sana mono.
I am the same when you're only or more cast.
Yeah, they should stop it.
Because it's not nice. And yet
the FA and the officials too should be also forthright. Jackson Moon show local matches. Referees need to honor pan and kasa mo the VAR omo playback omo pu omo to omo hu hwe.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
You see me there. Chop lefa. They bring from face.
There are some messages on malls and common and let me read them before you go. But okay, indeed, kudos to the vice president as well. Some very complimentary messages coming through for him. In the vice president of the Republic, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, 20,000 cedis to the young taxi driver. That's some really good news. Indeed, Monsua, and yes, sir, what is the vice president?
Mamo Shedan stage manager.
Mamo
Shedan stage manager. Mo amutie no. Na mo di America na Dominic no man Dominica Sheda na wa sene ka cha na when also ko stage manager no man say makonya 1 million wo bi ka mu na me dey aba unya 1 million ma ka pre.
We said $14 for a house in Ghana. For what? Even Obama's house is 12 million. Okay, it's $14 million for a house in Ghana. Even Obama's house is $12 million. That's the truth, Auntie L. The vice president's house, the budget at the time was